I'm very happy to welcome you to our meeting, the BLAVATNIK Center, together with the Sagol School of Neuroscience, our conference on child health. We will start with blessing from our president, Professor Joseph Klafter. Please.
So, good morning and welcome to Tel Aviv University and to the conference on child health. I'm glad to welcome all the guests from abroad, the guests from Israel, and of course the local students and colleagues, the Tel Avivians, and of course the Vice President of Tel Aviv University for Research, Yoav Henis, the head of the BLAVATNIK Center, Professor Ehud, who, by the way, was also Vice President Vice President removed backwards. We have with us also a representative of the Sagol School, Professor Slutsky, and the father of the Sagol School, Mr. Sami Sagol, an honorary doctor of Tel Aviv University. And we have also the CEO of Alut with us today. So this conference is a co-production of the BLAVATNIK Center for Drug Discovery and of the Sagol School of Neuroscience. I would like to say that we are now in the era of convergence, converging technologies, approaches, disciplines, and this stems from the understanding that very complicated challenges, I would even say generally the first 21st century challenges, require more than just the very narrow or very isolated views, but require a much broader approach of bringing many approaches and disciplines together. Now the two entities here, the center and the school, are examples at Tel Aviv University where the university created around these two pivots, initiatives that are very unique, I would say, in their activities on campus and even beyond it. And for those of you who are less familiar with Tel Aviv University, Tel Aviv University is the largest university in Israel, but also the most comprehensive university in Israel, which for a president in its first stages, I'm beyond the first stages, I'm already finishing 9 years, it looked really overwhelming. So many disciplines, and the question really, how do you really manage with all these disciplines? And very quickly you come to the conclusions that a university you don't have to manage, you only have to encourage and find resources so that the cooperation really takes off and creates new ideas. For me, a university is just a simple goldmine of ideas, and we have to encourage them, provide them with resources. Resources are translated into shekels or dollars. We take any currency anyway, and this is really what has happened here in the case both of the center, BLAVATNIK Center, and Sami Sagol. Talking about resources, really these two named, I would say, center and initiative are due to the generosity of Sami Sagol and Tova Sagol. They recognize, first of all, they recognize the importance of basic research with the potential of going beyond it to practical applications. Sami is, I would say, is known for his love to neuroscience and brain, and his vision is that we all live to the age of Methuselah, the biblical one, not only live long, but also very healthy. So this is really something that keeps the Sagol school going. The BLAVATNIK Center is again an initiative which is supported, has been supporting, is still being supported by Len BLAVATNIK, again with the idea that basic research can lead to really important benefits for humanity in general. So both centers are multidisciplinary or even interdisciplinary, and by marrying the two of them, we have actually convergence within convergence within convergence, which is, I think, something that Sami at least has been dreamed of. Sami is, one of his visions is to bring everybody together in one place. I don't know how we all fit always in one place, but it all, I would say, exchange of ideas is something that is very, very powerful. I would just like to mention that beyond the Center of Drug Discovery and the Sagol School, we started on campus something that we call SPARK, an initiative that started at Stanford, and we adopted this, so we have SPARK Tel Aviv, which is the idea to encourage by mentoring, not only funding, by mentoring and funding, to encourage scientists who achieved some results in the lab to take it to the next step and see if one can really create drugs. And of course, then the role of the center comes in. Similar things happen within the Sagol School with the Brain Boost, bringing industry into the university to see how we can really bring together results from the school and real application. And by this, I would like just to wish you a fruitful and interesting day. And again, thank you very much for being here. Sami, toda rabba.
Thank you very much, Professor Klafter. It's time to mention his instrumental role in establishing both centers that I think now, as said, are in the pivot of our university activity. I would like now to call on Professor Yoav Henis, the Vice President for Research and Development. Yoav, please.
Thank you. I would like to welcome all of you to this very interesting Science Day and symposium, which converges on child health. I would say that with Sami Sagol here, we will probably end up in putting together aging and child health, because with the way that he is going, he is becoming younger every day. And on looking young and good when you are old, there is a statement of Churchill, a rather well-known statement, that he was asked once by a reporter, "Mr. Prime Minister, you are quite old and you still drink all the time and you eat a lot and so on, so how do you manage? What is your secret?" So he said, "No sports." It's a true one. I always like to tell these jokes when Ilana is here, because she makes me laugh with her laugh. Okay, so there are several initiatives in the campus trying to combine and to encourage people, researchers, to combine basic science and translational science, especially in the direction of biomedical research. And these are very important because, as we all know, while Israel is rather established as a technological innovation country, in the medical sciences it is more difficult because it takes a lot longer and it takes much more investment, both time and money, to get something going in terms of health sciences and medical sciences. And one of our advantages in this direction, as the President said, is the multidisciplinarity that we have on campus. But to have this as an advantage, rather as something that is thinning our efforts, we have to have centers that enable people to work together and put on ideas from different directions to work together and to establish something like that. And to this end, both the BLAVATNIK Center for Drug Design and Development and the Sagol School of Neuroscience are really an example. And the Sagol School of Neuroscience, for example, which exists a little longer, several years now. What is it, about 5 years? 6. So I made the child younger in 1 year. This is the correct direction. And so what we see there very clearly is that people from different disciplines are coming together to generate something new. And in the Sagol School, it's very clear because it enables students from undergrad studies until the end of PhD to be under one umbrella. And it brings disciplines from as different places as computer sciences or engineering with the very basics of neuroscience. And with the help and directive of Dana here, it takes also a direction of interactions with the industry, with companies in trying to help people make translational contributions. And I think it is very important. And the BLAVATNIK Center, of course, this is the whole idea of the BLAVATNIK Center, is to enable and help people get to translational stages. And I think that this combination is unique. And the subject of today, which is one of the subjects that these institutes are focused on, is very important. And I wish you all a very enjoyable and interesting day of symposia and continued success in your work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Yoav. And now I would like to call on Professor Slutsky, the representative of the Sagol School of Neuroscience. Ina, please.
So, first of all, I would like really to thank all the organizers, Udi, Ludmila, and Shira, and Dan and Boaz, for such a really interesting and great initiative to cooperate between BLAVATNIK Center and between Sagol School of Neuroscience. So it's really, I think, will be very fruitful, and it's just the beginning. And I just would like to say is that developmental disorders in general and brain development in particular is really a huge challenge in science, in medicine, in education, and in all the social area around. And if we look on the past 10, 20 years, I would like to summarize it as a huge development in technologies connected to brain sciences. And I really think that the students, like some students are in the audience, are lucky to start their career in such an exciting period of time. So we have tools now that we can map neural circuits, tools that we can manipulate neural circuits, and I'm sure that in, let's say, I will be realistic and optimistic, in 50 years, we will know all the circuits connected to all child disorders and aging disorders that we can imagine, right? But, and we will understand molecular mechanisms of these disorders, but this meeting is about that this is not enough, right? We need very strong basic science to go on, but we want to translate our knowledge, right, to real change it conceptual and at strategic level for treatments of brain disorders. And for this, we need all the tools that developing by BLAVATNIK Center, how we take our concepts and how we help new drug targets to penetrate the brain, right, and to reach the target and to be really efficient. So I really would like to congratulate this initiative, and I wish you really a very productive meeting. Thank you.
Very much, Ina. So you will be called on duty. I did a small change by mistake in the. So I would like to use this opportunity as being the last one to give my introduction. I would add to the three excellent ones. So I think this meeting today represent a very nice collaboration between two central institutes of Tel Aviv University. The Sagol School of Neuroscience, which is a bit older, although in its childhood at the age of 6, and the BLAVATNIK Center, which is only a little more than 2 years old. We inaugurated in 2016, in May 2016. I think that in a short time, and we had the pleasure also to host Sami in our institute. We're able to bring together scientists from all around the university with tens of projects in the early stage of drug discovery. Our initiative, there are many initiatives on drug discovery. The president had mentioned some of the other initiatives at Tel Aviv University, but we identified the very early stage of drug discovery, those that you take excellent science and bring it towards the development of a pharmaceutical compound as the most critical one. We didn't want to approach only the usual suspects in drug discovery. And we are, and this is, now I'm approaching the audience. We try to get people who are not involved in the past in drug discovery and development involved in this process. We are very open. We will have another call for projects. Please apply for projects. We will help you with the preparation of the proposal in a way that will be suitable for our board. We have a very good board. Please visit our website. And so we try to be as inclusive as possible. It was already mentioned by the previous speakers. This is really the spirit of Tel Aviv University, the converging technologies, the interdisciplinary, bringing together people from different backgrounds, and I think it's this collaboration between the two institutes and the meeting today really represented. We are very happy about this collaboration. Sami, we are, and it's nice that we cross paths once again. But I should thank Uri and Dana for Professor Uri Asheri, Dr. Dana Baron, for making this connection, together with Ludmila, Ludmila and Dana are really the mothers of this wonderful collaboration. I would like to thank the organizing committee, Dr. Dana Baron, Dr. Ludmila Bujansky, Shira Shacham, Boaz Barak, for arranging this meeting. I would like to thank our invited speakers for coming here. I'm certain that it will be a very interesting conference. We know all the speakers, and all of them are excellent speakers and excellent scientists. And now I call again Ina to present our first keynote speaker. Ina, please.